can't wait for people to sit down and be blown away by the scope, the scale, the sound, the costume, the acting, the effects. It's fucking great. It's such a good movie.
I'm Stellan Skarsgård. I play Baron Harkonnen, who is the leader of the Harkonnen clan, the bad guy in this show.
And I am Dave Bautista, and I play Glasso Raban Harkonnen, who is the nephew of the Baron and who lives and breathes to be cruel and to obtain power and to please his uncle.
I'm Rebecca Ferguson. I play Jessica Atreides, who is the mother to Paul Atreides. She is concubine. She is a powerful soldier. She is a nurturing lover. And most of all, she just kicks ass in general.
First of all, the characters were kind of precise. They're directly inspired from the novel. Everybody had read the novel, or they are supposed to, and knew what we were aiming for. What I love is to sit with each actor and go through a brainstorm process where, as we know what we are looking for, how can we go there? How can we achieve that? The beauty of cinema is teamwork. There's nothing more exciting for me than when one of my collaborators or one of my actors bring an idea that is better than mine. I think I just deeply love actors. And the more I work with actors, the more I love them.
You know, I grew up as a poor kid. I kind of never really had those dreams to be an entertainer and just kind of fell into it and fell in love with certain things. And then I became super passionate about acting. And it led me on this journey of wanting to be the best actor I could be. So the biggest thing with me is always being able to showcase myself in a different light. Roles like this are, they're few and far between for a guy like myself, who is very easily typecast.
If you don't collaborate with your director, there's no free room to go on a journey. Number one, going to work would suck. Someone not challenging you or embracing you and criticizing and giving you compliments and creating that freedom. But Denis is also a person who I would go and visit. Not that he's invited me, but I think he should. But he becomes a friend as well. And you don't have to become friends with everyone, but there needs to be a mutual respect, right? And a love and a passion for the project you've chosen to dedicate your life to for the next 4 to 6 months,
You don't have to do much because your physicality, the fantastic sets, and my partner Dave, they all combined makes this happen. You don't have to think about who is he, where does he come from, what's his background. Your function is very clear. You should just be fucking menacing all the time.
I absolutely agree. I think it is about living in the moment and kind of bouncing off your peers and being sucked into this world that's, has been created for us. I mean, we don't have to, put a whole lot of imagination into this. But I think Denis is a master at creating that environment. I think he creates environments for performers to bring out the best in them and just stick them there in that moment and be true to who those characters are.
I've been looking for smaller projects. You don't always get what you want. And then I end up with a film like Dune, which I feel like has a foot in both worlds. I think that is why I'm so in love with the film. The human aspect of the conflict that we go through, the decisions we have to make, the hurtfulness, and then we're just thrown into these enormous landscapes where the environment just can eat you up in a second, which creates that mass studio emotion, but on such a indie level, isn't it?
When I present a movie, I like people to have their own interpretation and to totally feel free. I hope that the hardcore fan of the book will recognize the smell in the room. They will recognize the light. They will recognize the Frank Herbert description. They will recognize the spirit of the book, the poetry of the book. I hope they will feel that love I had for the book. And I hope that the audience that doesn't know the book will feel welcome in the movie, and they will discover this fantastic world and give them curiosity to read the book. Voilà.
I can't wait for people to sit down and be blown away by the scope, the scale, the sound, the costume, the acting, the effects. It's fucking great. It's such a good movie.
What can you say to the Filipino fans who love your work?
Mabuhay.